There is a God, and you are not him, and that God loves you.
The shocking news of Charlie Kirk's death has left the entire nation stunned. People across the country are struggling to process the tragedy, but no one feels the pain more deeply than his wife, Erica, and their 2 young children. Their lives were built on love, faith, and family moments that many admired from a distance. Now, that world has been shaken in the most devastating way. Charlie was not only a public figure, but also a man who loved being a husband and father. In August, their daughter celebrated her 3rd birthday, and only a few weeks earlier, their little boy had turned 1. These milestones were filled with joy, laughter, and photographs that Charlie and Erica cautiously shared with the world. Although they gave the public small glimpses of their lives, such as photos of their home and family moments, they always made sure to protect the privacy of their children. Their names and faces were never shown, a decision rooted in love and protection. Erica's own story is just as remarkable. Before she became a wife and mother, she had already lived an accomplished life. She was crowned Miss Arizona and once played collegiate basketball, showing both beauty and athletic skill. Education was also important to her, and she pursued it passionately. Erica is currently a PhD student at Liberty University, where she studies biblical studies. Alongside her academics, she manages a faith-based clothing brand called Proclaim. Through this brand, she uses fashion as a way to share messages of faith and hope. Her drive doesn't stop there. Erica also launched 2 nonprofit organizations focused on helping others. On top of all that, she hosts a podcast titled Midweek Rise Up, where she discusses faith, resilience, and personal growth. Those who know her describe her as someone full of energy, determination, and compassion. Charlie and Erica's love story began in 2018. From the start, their relationship was intentional. They weren't just dating for fun. They were dating with a purpose, guided by their shared Christian values. Erica has often said their connection was purpose-driven in every way. Their first date happened on a September evening in New York City. The two spent hours talking about theology, politics, and philosophy. Charlie, confident in his feelings, looked at her across the table and boldly declared, "I'm going to date you." According to Erica, that moment showed just how certain he was about their future. By May of the following year, they were married in Arizona. Before the end of 2020, Charlie had already proposed, sealing their commitment to each other. Their first child, a daughter, was born in 2022. 2 years later, their son arrived, completing their young family. For Charlie, nothing compared to the joy of fatherhood. His Mother's Day tribute to Erica spoke volumes about his love and gratitude. He wrote, "You are the best friend, wife, and mother anyone could ask for. You are the greatest gift God has given us." The last time the couple appeared publicly together was during Charlie's show in the spring. They offered advice to newlyweds, emphasizing the importance of honesty, faith, and mutual respect. Charlie spoke about overcoming life's obstacles with truth and trust in God, while Erica reminded couples to always love and support one another, never tearing each other down. But everything changed in an instant. On September 10, 2025, while speaking at an event at Utah Valley University, tragedy struck. Just hours earlier, Erica had posted an excerpt from Psalm 46 on social media. "God is our strength and refuge, a present help in times of trouble." It was almost as if she sensed the storm that was coming. Charlie was often described as fearless, someone who never backed down from intimidation. Yet at the heart of his public strength was his deep love for his family. That made the tragedy even more painful, as Erica and their 2 children were present when the incident happened. Witnessing such a loss firsthand is something no family should endure. News outlets quickly reported on the event. The BBC wrote, "The pain a woman and her young children must be experiencing is beyond comprehension." Our thoughts and prayers go out to them as they navigate this heartbreaking tragedy. Charlie's death has not only devastated his immediate family, but has also sent shockwaves through his wider circle of friends and supporters, many of whom were connected through politics. Charlie was one of the most outspoken supporters of Donald Trump. His death naturally caused many to reflect on the people who, like him, had publicly aligned themselves with Trump during his campaigns. Each of these figures brought their own influence, loyalty, and controversies into the political conversation. Elon Musk, for instance, voiced his support for Trump for the first time in July, shortly after Trump himself survived an assassination attempt at a rally. At the time, Musk didn't just post a quick message of support, he actually spent 2 hours in conversation on X, the social media platform he owns, discussing topics with Trump that ranged from immigration to the Department of Education. Their relationship later grew tense, but at that moment, Musk had stood firmly by him. Then there's Kid Rock, a longtime and unapologetic Trump supporter. He has gone so far as to say his concerts often feel like Trump rallies, a statement that shows just how deeply his loyalty runs. For him, backing Trump wasn't just a political choice, but a cultural statement. Kanye West, or Ye as he's now known, also surprised many with his bond with Trump. Their connection began in 2022, and although it didn't develop exactly as either might have planned, Ye has continued to show his support. When asked if he would back Trump in the 2024 election, his answer was short but clear: of course. 50 Cent's relationship with Trump has been far more unpredictable. In 2020, he voiced his support, but later distanced himself. Most recently, he featured Trump on an album cover, raising new questions about his stance. When asked directly whether he would support Trump in 2024, his representatives declined to answer, keeping the public guessing. Hulk Hogan, the wrestling legend, has also been loud in his support. At the Republican National Convention, he even wore a tank top with the words "Trump Vance," proudly declaring his belief that Trump was the leader who could unite Americans and restore the country. Amber Rose, another public figure, also made headlines with her appearance at the Republican National Convention. Her speech divided audiences. Some cheered her on, while others criticized her. But she stood firm in her belief that supporting Trump was necessary to secure a better future for children. Actor Jon Voight, the father of Angelina Jolie, has long been vocal about his admiration for Trump. Voight has gone so far as to compare him to biblical figures, saying that Trump is the only leader who can truly preserve the American dream. Reality star Savannah Chrisley, known from Chrisley Knows Best, also took the stage at the Republican National Convention. She defended Trump passionately while also speaking out against the prosecutors who had convicted her parents of tax fraud. To her, supporting Trump was both a political and personal matter. Dana White, president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, has been another loyal supporter. He has spoken at 3 different Republican national conventions, always crediting Trump with recognizing the UFC's potential when few others did. White has said that Trump's willingness to take risks for the country shows his deep patriotism. Country singer Lee Greenwood, famous for his song "God Bless the USA," also remains firmly in Trump's corner. At the Republican National Convention, he performed the song once again, uplifting the audience and reminding them of his belief that Trump was destined to return as president. Greenwood has said that Trump's survival of an assassination attempt was proof of God's hand in his life, allowing him to continue leading. Charlie Kirk's death has brought grief to his family and to many who admired him. Erica is now left to raise 2 small children while also carrying the memory of a man who deeply loved her and their family. Her strength, faith, and resilience will be tested in the days ahead, but those who know her believe she has the courage to keep going. The world of politics, meanwhile, continues to move forward, with Trump's circle of supporters still voicing their loyalty in different ways. From billionaires to celebrities, musicians to athletes, Each endorsement adds another layer to the story of American politics in this moment. But beyond politics, this tragedy reminds us of something more important: the fragility of life. Behind every public figure is a family, a circle of loved ones who feel the impact of loss most deeply. Charlie Kirk may have been a strong voice in the political world, but at home, he was simply a husband and father. That's the legacy Erica and their children will hold on to forever. Charlie Kirk's passing is more than a headline. It's a reminder of how fragile life is. Behind the debates and politics, he was a husband, a father, and a man of faith. Keep his family in your thoughts. Subscribe for more updates and stay connected for the next story.